Hello, good afternoon. My name is Osama Awas and this is my partner Glenn Brown. And welcome in today's presentation from our China mission, and we'll tell you our findings in China. The objectives we first had that we received from you were finding manufacturers for teeth whitening products and also the latest for e-cigarettes. There were like some requirements for them. The price doesn't need to be that high, that's one thing. Another thing is that it all must be milk sized, and it must be, of course, the shipment must be made by the manufacturer so that it can take all the risks. Next to that, if we found any promising products, we could also bring to the Dutch market. Yeah, then we have like we had some findings, of course, in China. Here are all the samples, and Glenn will tell you more about them.
Yes, we found multiple samples with de-whitening products. Our electronic cigarettes are still at home. We forgot them, we're sorry about it. I will bring them to you as soon as possible. Well, as you can see, we found multiple samples over here. We set up a subscription service in de-whitening products. We've got some liquids for after teeth brushing. Yeah, complete set for teeth whitening with a UV lamp, and also some flush material and a nice kit for unification or anything like that. As you told us, for Wuzzon or for one time over on the side like that.
And as you can see, there are a lot of samples. It's very difficult to find the right product in China, so that's not a problem. So our advice is to go and not to go in China. But the thing is, you must not focus on the manufacturer or the product itself. It is possible to test to order a test sample, so that's not a problem. There are also a lot of manufacturers available, and the prices are very cheap and very good. The problem is more about the shipment time. Let's say you're interested in a product and you need to plan it in advance. The sooner you want the product, the more it will cost you in shipment costs. And of course, the inventory management in the Netherlands is quite hard because it's a new product. You don't know how the market will behave, so that's why you need to make some kind of you need to know how the Dutch market will work, and behavior of the market will tell you about how many samples you need to order in advance. So there are some possible strategies that you could use. Our requirements is more like test the market with a small sample size. Will not cost you that much money, but you will know if the Dutch market is ready for these kind of products. Next to that, make a sales forecast. Know how much forecast how much the orders will get if you have like a big sample of products. If you order more products, then you of course need to sell more. So you could basically make a sales forecast by calculating it in percentages. And also monitor the product popularity, because first of all, if you bring a product to the market, only like 5% of the market will think about the product, and only like 2% will actually buy it at first. But if people buy it, will use it, they will have some more stories to tell to other people, so the product popularity will increase slightly. From there on, you could monitor the popularity and change your order size.
Okay.
Learning about the strategy.
Do you have anything to add to the presentation?
Yeah, only one thing about the electronic cigarettes you didn't mention. Yeah, like I said before, we can make our own boxes for the electronic cigarettes, and we can make our own box for the subscription service. And that's pity I didn't brought it, so you could see it, but yeah, I will show you as soon as possible.
Okay.
And there's also one thing, because we have like some side quests of possible promising products, we found that it was a pity that the manufacturers didn't speak English, but it's more like a herbal toothpaste. Let me find.
Yes, that one.
Yes, this one actually. it's quite, it looks nice, it's original, and people here in Europe were kind of like the Herbalife family, so.
And because it's green, it's
Yeah, that kind of
no
stuff.
chemicals or, okay.
I think it will fit perfectly in the Dutch market because the Dutch consumers are really into herbal products at the moment. Yeah, I think a product like this will succeed in the Dutch market.
As well, okay. And also this has got the necessary...
With all the context available, only one thing, the person who was in the beauty expo didn't speak English, but she gave us like contacts who could speak English. And next to that, we met other people in China who are willing to help us.
And all these products are all European, with European certificates, so they're all suitable for the European market.
And you say, go or no go, so based on the availability of different samples and the multiple choice for manufacturers and different products, you say, okay, that's not an issue,
No.
but you need to carefully monitor your shipment and your inventory, monitor that. But if you were in my shoes and you say, okay, well, do you have any extra advice to do it or to bring it to market and maybe in terms of pricing, a bit of an idea?
In terms of pricing, yeah, first of all you need to, I think it's better to make a cost-based pricing rather than a value-based pricing, because what you're bringing is you're not really bringing that much value to the consumers. It's more like you're bringing a product which they can use and are not emotionally attached to it. So our advice is to increase the price slightly to already cover the cost, get some profit of course, but you can increase the price that much because it's like a toothpaste. People are not willing to pay that much for a toothpaste because there's no emotion involved in buying a toothpaste.
But then you're talking about this specific, but
Yeah,
if you're talking also about
I think when you talk about the whitening sets like this one, we have multiple examples of those. I think on our website like Groupon or anything like that, I mean, you already got a lot of connections with websites like that for one-time offers. I think it will fit perfectly. I mean, there's a big margin on those products, and yeah, I think you can sell it in a profitable way.
But then you're talking about the one-off sale, or you also invest. Yeah, you said okay, we have a sample package, and then maybe you have the different injections or your sprays to keep it there. But how do you see it in a subscription form? Did you buy a set, a free set, whatever, and then get a monthly renewal of products which go with it?
Yeah, for like a subscription base, it's hard to say. It depends because you have so many opportunities to make your own subscription service. You have so many products to pick, and for a one-time deal, I think the teeth whitening kit like this is perfect. And then it depends on what you want. I mean, do you want more like with liquids, or do you want more like with a package like this with teeth care products? I mean that's also what you want. And
yeah, of course, but I don't know what I want yet, and I don't exactly know what the consumer wants. But from a business perspective, so we said like for instance, the vape service where you get the cigarette, the e-cigarette you get for free, and then you get your monthly supply of liquids, which is a very interesting business model for us if we get it to work, because we have to market the client once and make them happy for a long time.
For the electronic cigarettes, it's much more easy to make your own subscription service because you can make your own box and you can decide what you want to sell to your customers, and you can set your own box together. And with the teeth whitening, it's harder to say because you have like different products. In the electronic cigarettes, it's just like you have the electronic cigarette and the liquids, and then you have a USB charger and a normal wall charger.
Yeah.
And you can make a box for every month, and
yeah,
it's much more easier to say than with the teeth whitening.
Well, the thing is what you can do with the teeth whitening, since it has different kind of products, is like one month bring this kind of product, the other month this kind of product, then you will not get that much, that many products at the same, you will not get the same product every time. Then you will get a lot of stock in your home. You can do anything with it, but if you get like one product each month which differs, then you have like every 4 months the same product, and then yeah, I think that will be much better. I think like a bottle like this will last you like 3 months, and if the 4th month you get like the same bottle again, then it fits perfectly, I guess.
And maybe instead of teeth whitening, it's more easy to focus on oral care or something like that, because they have multiple products to set up a subscription service with. And teeth whitening, it's too focused, I think, for a subscription service.
Okay.
And more like oral care is, yeah, I think there's also a bigger market for oral care in general.
Okay. Because I know there's one competitor who does subscription service now for whitening. I'm not sure what their follow-up packages consists of. So that was what I'm hoping maybe, to see a starter kit and then a follow-up and delivery. It doesn't need to be every month, but maybe if you do your final conclusion, your final suggestions, you can reflect on that and see, okay, if you're in nice shoes and I sell something to the consumer, choose from whatever sample I would go for this is a surprise, and this is what I can put a package for half a year or a year or so, and see how would you then, with all the samples you have, how would you then so that would be, I guess, added value for us as our the assignment, and to see, okay, we got the samples, we know that the products are out there, and we say, go or no go. Well, I guess the inventory management is something we can deal with. I'm not too scared about that. But I need to know a little bit of a business case with costs, and you say, if it's cost-based calculation, I'm rather go into the value proposition, because if it's a subscription, you need to make sure that it's at least broad, like I can do without things. If you have you need to sort of say, okay, if you use this, you should use it every month. Otherwise they come back or whatever. But something like that, to see if there's like a
for the whitening, I had contact with Alex, who was one of the what we went on one of our first meetings, and he told me you can use it like once a month or something.
But maybe that could be if you can use it once a month or once every 2 months, that's fine, but then it's still renewed, and if you have value every 2 months. So that's if you can in your report when there's a step that would happen.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Well, I guess that was my questions.
No problem. Thanks for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you. All right.